What local haunts can you expect for the 2021 Halloween season? Let's talk about it right now. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome back to the Omni Adventures YouTube channel. Before we get into it, please do us a huge favor. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. So before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know, I'm aware I sound a little weird. I am dealing with a cold right now, but that's not going to stop me from making videos. So let's go ahead and jump into the home haunts for the 2021 Halloween season. So actually, let's first give a huge shout out to SoCal 909 on Instagram and YouTube. Gonna put the links down in the description. Go support him. He has this entire account on Instagram dedicated to all the hot news happening throughout the entirety of Southern California and beyond. It is extensive. You guys need to check it out. I think he is genuinely the #1 resource for local haunts in the area. So the first home haunt we're going to be talking about takes us to Ontario, California. That is for the Drake Society. So the Drake Society has been owned and operated familially for years and years. And we actually took a trip out this past year to see their film festival, which was based off of the Universal Monsters, and it was an absolute smash hit. It was so cool. We went with our buddy from the Nights of Horror, Anthony, shout out. And it was literally like one of the coolest things I've ever experienced personally. And today we'll be returning this year with the Grindhouse Film Festival. They're actually going to be operated on the 30th and 31st of October. So make sure if you guys are in the Ontario area or are somewhat local and want to make a trip out there, it's completely free. Make sure you check them out to see what times they're going to be operating. The next home haunt we're going to be talking about is in Sunland, California, and that is the Haunted Dome Haunt. Now, this haunt is one I have yet to experience. Most of these I've yet to experience, but I'm definitely going to try my best to make it out to as many as possible. But this one, the Haunted Dome Haunt, is absolutely crazy. This year, we're just about certain that they're going to be featuring the Titans of Terror. Yes, those Titans of Terror. Freddy, Leatherface, yada yada yada. You know, they too are going to be operating on the 30th and 31st. So, you know, one night here, one night there, or hours you guys can travel. Last year we actually ended up traveling quite a bit. We went to Riverside all the way around because I had Halloween night off, which was amazing. And if you guys are interested in having your own Halloween crawl, make sure you plan ahead. So I'm putting the locations and the links, websites, everything that they have in the description. So I would recommend trying to make like a Google Doc or something, and maybe you can do a haunt crawl. That sounds amazing, and it is amazing because I've done it. Next up, we're going to be talking about a brand new event. This is the inaugural year for the Temecula Terror Haunt. Now, this is not the inaugural year for professional haunters, as this will be a professional haunt. So this event actually comes to us from the very notable Bloodshed Brothers, those badass ball boys. They know exactly what they're doing when it comes to Halloween. They've had the Hyde Street Haunt and a whole bunch of other things. We're actually personal friends with their sister, Marissa Ball. How you doing? And you guys have to check out this haunt. They are the kings of Halloween in Temecula. They've done so much out there, and this year, trying something new, highly recommend it. There is going to be a ticket cost, but make sure you go to the website in the description to get those. Plan ahead, and I hope you guys make it out there and have a good time. Also in Temecula, we have the Mansion of Lost Souls. So this is actually going to be a bit of a larger scale haunt, I believe, and it's going to take place at the Promenade in Temecula. Not somewhere I've been. I actually don't think I've ever been to Temecula. But the Promenade, if you guys are familiar with it, they're going to be hosting the Mansion of Lost Souls, and that is going to be happening select weekends in October. Also, I highly recommend checking on those links immediately for this one, because they're going to be doing a few giveaways, including giving away some free tickets to the event, because it is a pro haunt. So make sure you guys follow the Mansion of Lost Souls, and maybe you can go for free. Moving on in our little haunted road trip to Mentone, California. I think that's how it's called, Mentone. We're going over to Green Spot Farms for their annual Haunted Hayride and Haunted Trail. Now, this is an event I've been wanting to go to for years, and I think I'm going to be able to head out this year. It is quite a ways away from me here in Hollywood, but it looks so worth it. You know, I work for a professional haunted hayride, and I love love haunted hayrides, so I want to go to a haunted hayride, and you guys should all as well. And they're going to be operating 3 weekends until November 1st, as in they are actually operating on November 1st. And it's not just the haunt aspect. They also are going to have things like campfires. You're going to be able to make your own s'mores. And that sounds so cool to me, you know. The overall experience, I'm sure, is going to be phenomenal. So make your way out to Green Spot Farms this Halloween. We got a couple more pro-level haunts. First up is the County Line Fright. So the County Line Fright is a haunt from Yucaipa, California. And this year their haunt is going to be based off of The Evil Within. That is their theme, and that sounds absolutely astonishing. Now, this isn't just the haunted maze. They actually are going to have an escape room in the event as well. So that's crazy. I don't know exactly the details about the escape room or the maze, to be perfectly frank, but I don't really want to. We don't really need to. You just got to get there, get scared, and have some fun, right? And if you want to make your way out there, they're going to be starting on September 24th, so a little earlier than some of these other events, and they are going to go all the way until Halloween night. So you got kind of a big time frame to make it out to the County Line Fright in Yucaipa. I think I said it right. So the last pro-level haunt we're going to be talking about is one I'm particularly fond of, and that is the Dark Harvest Haunt. Now, it was formerly last year, the Flesh Yard and the Perdition Home came together to create a haunted corn maze, and they're doing it again this year, but they've just straight up come together, named the event the Haunted Harvest, which is going to be so cool. So this one takes place in Chino, California, and you're going to be able to actually experience so much more than just a haunt. So it's actually held at a venue known as Frosty's Forest, and the cool thing about Frosty's Forest is it's huge. It's a giant venue that over Christmas they have like a Christmas festival where you can buy trees and whatnot, but they have a similar thing for Halloween. It's an actual like carnival with a few carnival rides, inflatables, there's games. You can buy a bunch of carnival fair food. They have more than just a haunted maze too. They have freaking zombie paintball. I don't know if I'm gonna do that because paintball hurts. I love airsoft. Paintball is a little bit much for me. And if there's zombies involved, I'm honestly more intrigued. I don't know. But yeah, this haunt is definitely a must visit. It's actually a corn maze again this year, but it's gonna be about 30 minutes long. A 30-minute haunted corn maze is just insane. And we're gonna be covering it this year, hopefully, as long as we can make it out there. They're also gonna be operating for mostly weekends in October. Going back to traditional home haunts, we have the Pirates Cave Haunt. Now, this haunt is actually owned and operated by a father-son duo, which is literally the best. And this father-son duo is so notable for their display last year. They've been doing this for years, but last year, when everything was canceled, when the majority of home haunts decided they wouldn't be able to put anything on, they had a yard display, which was literally one of the coolest things I've ever seen videos of. I wasn't there, but enjoy this clip.
Instead, they found a single chest. The captain gazed inside, only to find a stack of Bibles and silver coins.
Located in Orange County, you guys can visit them this October as well. I think they have a few more dates other than just Halloween itself, but they've yet to release. A lot of these are yet to release like official dates because it is August and, you know, they can change anything on the fly. Moving a little further out, we have the Corona Haunt, which is of course in Corona, California. So this year, the Corona Haunt is actually celebrating their 10th year in operation, and they're gonna be having the All Hallows Eve event. These guys are absolutely notable for their sweet tooth mazes. Those look absolutely amazing. So unfortunately, there's not a ton known about what they're planning to do with this event, but we know it is happening. We know they do have a theme, and that's enough information for me to be absolutely ecstatic for the event. So jumping over to Santa Clarita, we have Club Fear. So Club Fear, their theme for this year is gonna be a second rendition of their Twisted Manor. Now, obviously, it's gonna be called Twisted Manor 2. Wait, no, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2! Twisted Manor 2. And unfortunately, again, there isn't a ton of details provided at this time, but make sure you guys stay tuned because when the details drop, we're gonna cover them. And last but certainly not least, we're taking a trip to Ojai in Ventura County for the Moreno Manor. They will be operating on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of this year. So the 29th is amazing. You actually have that day to go out and go to a haunt before everything else. You know, it's one of those options you don't really have to make. Most of the other home haunts we were talking about, 30th, 31st. So the fact that the Moreno Manor is open on the 29th is literally everything. Now, the Moreno Manor, I think, is going to be absolutely special this year. Genuinely really, really good. I've seen pictures from what they've been planning, and they're going to be having a Stranger Things theme, which is an absolute love of mine. And more so, Tanner from Theme Park Takeover, shout out buddy, I love you. But he's obsessed with Stranger Things, so I'm going to take his booty out there because he actually does live in Ventura County. So when we go out there, we're actually not planning on getting super scared because the Moreno Manor, believe it or not, they have this whole thing where they want to be as family friendly as possible. So to any parents watching, if you want to take your kiddos to a haunt, the Moreno Manor is definitely the one for you. It's going to be located in Ojai, and once again, I'm putting all the links down in the description below. So make sure you check out all of the haunts I've listed. So that's the whole list that we prepared, but we also asked you guys on Instagram to have some recommendations of home haunts that we hadn't already listed. We actually ended up getting 2 responses that we didn't already consider, so thank you guys so much for that. Starting off with the recommendation from Chris West, Castle Dark. So Castle Dark is something we actually did get to experience last year. It actually takes place at Castle Park, all the way in Riverside. We did that. That's actually where we started for a haunt crawl. And they have this really cool haunted mini golf. They have haunted carnival games, and they also have an actual walk-through maze, which is relatively short, but really fun nonetheless. And there's just so much to do that you guys definitely have to make your way out there. It is an actual, like, smaller scale theme park, but it's a theme park nonetheless. So make sure you check out Castle Dark, and shout out to Chris West. And the second recommendation comes to us from the Howling Hour, shout out, and that is the High Desert Haunted House. So the High Desert Haunt is not one we have a ton of information about for this year, but they are in Apple Valley, California, and they specialize in slashers. Their slasher pictures and just the event images look absolutely astonishing. So when more information drops, we're going to be ecstatic to look at it and go over it. And hopefully we can make our way out. And hopefully you guys can make your way out to not just the High Desert, but any of these haunts that we've mentioned. And those are all the haunts we got in this video. Now that's definitely far from all the home haunts. And in the comment section, I want you guys to list any that we missed, any that you know of, any you might be starting and want some publicity, recognition of. Maybe we'll make a part 2 if we get enough. I don't know. But all these home haunts definitely deserve recognition, so make sure you check all of them out. Once again, I kept saying it, but all the information is going to be in the description below. Make sure you check it out, and thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. Please do us a huge favor. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe with those bell notifications turned on. Follow us on social media at OADV_media. We'll see you next time here on the Omni Adventures YouTube channel. My name is Manny, and I am